Hey, everybody. You know, it's been a minute since I've been on here. I went to vacation in Florida to see my family. My two nieces graduated high school, my candy cane and my fat stuff. So I just been kind of working on myself, working on my fitness. Got to drink all of this water. You can see I have on my workout clothes. I've been, trying to hit the gym. So maybe you'll see me slim down as these videos go on. But as promised, and I'll probably put a split screen on my channel page, but I have been using the Mielle aloe vera and rice water edge control, and it does look fuller. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't put anything on, so I got my little peas and stuff going, but this was really one of my biggest problem areas. As you can see, it looks like it was kind of bald there, but I got some hair. You see, I got some hair growing right there. So definitely worth a purchase. Again, it's the Mielle aloe and rice water line. I have the serum for itchy scalp or for mint. And I like that, especially with braids, because that mintiness just adds an extra freshness to your scalp, because obviously you're not washing your hair as regularly as you typically would. And then the edge control is awesome. But I don't have any edge control right now. I don't plan on putting on any because I'm going to take a shower after this. But I literally just came from the gym. Again, thank you, my angels. Drop some angels in the chat. Thank y'all again for rocking with me. Please share, like, and subscribe to my page. The more likes I get, the more circulation my video will get. The more subscribers I get, the closer I'll get to being monetized. So y'all help a sister out. I'm trying to really do this thing. I'm really trying to do the darn thing. So today, this video is about bonnets and thong bikinis. Yes, we're going to talk about the bonnets and the bikinis. That is a big hot topic on social media right now. And I just want to, let y'all know my perspective. Let's first get into the bonnets, since that actually came first. And again, I've been gone for a minute, but I'm back for the jump off. Quoting my girl, Lil' Kim. So anywho, let's get into this. Bonnets. Ladies, I am so tired of y'all making it a racial issue when somebody's trying to check you. Okay? You should not be wearing bonnets in public. Who raised y'all? Okay? I don't care who gets offended, who gets mad. I'm not offended if somebody says you shouldn't wear a bonnet in public, and I'm blackity black, I'm bleedy black, I'm mixed with black and black. Okay? The black of the berry, sweet of the juice. Okay? So I am not offended. You should not be trying to wear pajamas and bonnets to the airport, not the grocery store. I don't care where you're going, okay? My mama always taught me to make sure that you're on point. Now, it doesn't mean you gotta have a face full of makeup, iron clothes to the T, but you should have something to run to the store with. Okay, you should have a ball cap to put on before you walk out the door if your hair is not done. You should be able to rake your hair into a pony. Y'all have heard that word, rake? You should be able to rake your hair up into a ponytail, and maybe put a little headband on or a little ball cap and have your pony sticking out of the back. Another thing my mama engraved in her girls, because my mom had 4 girls and I'm the baby, was to always wear earrings. These, my friends, are my workout earrings. I feel naked if I don't have on earrings. I put on earrings even if I'm just home. And that's just because I was raised to be presentable. And a part of my mom's presentation for her girls was to make sure they had earrings and their hair was done and their clothes were clean and they were neat. I'm not a big ironer. I can't tell you the last time I ironed. My ironing board, I've had it for years. No burn stains. I never had to change the little changing pad thing on the top. I don't even know what you call it, because I never had to change it because I hate ironing. So I purposely buy stuff, to just, run to the store with. And for those who want to go to the airport in pajamas, my question to you is, did you wash your behind? Did you wash your ass? Did you wash it? Did you just roll out of bed, didn't brush your teeth with your bonnet on and your pajamas, and you going up in these people playing on this space where we gonna be sitting like this, and you all up on me stank? Okay. I mean, it's crazy that this is even an argument or even a debate when you could easily throw on a hoodie and some leggings with some slides to be presentable in the airport. You could even throw on a workout outfit, ball cap if your hair not done. It's crazy. And it's sad that they're declassing the bonnet. I'm an old fogey. I went to prom back in the early 2000s and 2005 to be exact, so y'all kind of count my age. But yeah, I went to the prom back in 2005, and the reason why I'm bringing this up is that the prep for the prom, you may have walked around with your rollers in, so when you get ready to go to the prom, your hair would be bouncy, and some girls maybe getting their nails done because that's the last thing they had on their agenda to get done, or going to get their makeup done with their hair still in rollers and in the bonnet. And you respected that, you know what I mean? You just kind of, oh, she must be going somewhere. Oh, look at her. You kind of just in your mind was like, she got on her bonnet because she trying to, get to from A to Z to B, or to B to Z, trying to get to these different points. But you heifers have declassed the bonnet to the point that, somebody who actually get ready to go somewhere is like, cautious about even being in public like that. I mean, personally, I am. I'm cautious about it because I'm like, look, I don't want them to think that I just don't care about my appearance, and I don't want them to think I'm finna steal. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, all the hair stores in Jacksonville, Florida, which is where I'm from, they typically post you on the wall if you were stealing, and 90% of them girls on the wall, guess what they got on? A bonnet. So for us in Duval County, if you wearing a bonnet, we equate that to stealing. Okay, so it is what it is. But in all seriousness and all truthfulness, and I mean this whole video is serious, but just for the meat and potatoes from what I'm trying to say to you is that always be on. I mean, even if it's not all the way a 10, please put in the effort of a 6. I mean, Lord, put on some leggings. Or buy some leggings that like, these are my leggings that I'm going to run to the store in. I know all of y'all have jogging pants, or you have a boyfriend and you steal his jogging pants, or you steal his hoodie. At least you look presentable. You never know what you may encounter. Old folks always said, make sure you put on a clean pair of drawers because you don't know if you're going to end up at the doctor's office. This is the same thing. You could be going to the airport and you could be running into a celebrity, and it could be your favorite celebrity, and they may want to take a picture with you. You're going to be in that picture with a bonnet on and some pajamas? Let's just be real here. Not only that, I want to end this segment with a statement. I have an aunt. My aunt has told this story, and I think this happened before I was even born, but it has always resonated with me. And that story is that, her husband lived maybe 10, 15 minutes away from their home. Back in the day, this was like maybe early 80s. People genuinely or generally had one car for their household because the wife was staying home and the husband was working. So the wife would wake up, take the husband to work and have the car for the day and then pick them up from work. Well, my aunt generally liked to sleep mostly nude. Like, she wasn't completely naked, but maybe like bra and panties. She felt comfortable like that. We live in Florida. It can be hot. So people, that's not, abnormal. And a lot of women do. I mean, hell, she was in bed with her husband. But anyway, she typically would just get up and put on a robe on top of that so she can get her last little 5 minutes in before it was time to walk out the door. And she had done this for years. Exactly, done it for years. Nothing ever happened. So she gets in the car. She drives him to work. And on her way back from work, the car stalls. Now, again, this is like the early 80s, before me, BC me, okay? And she was on the side of the road with a robe and bra and panties underneath. Again, no cell phone, early 80s. She had to go find a payphone to call her husband, who then had to, I guess go on break or clock out or find a coworker who drove to work, whose wife didn't drop them off to work, to meet her. and then work on the car. And she is in Florida, is hot. She has on a robe, so she can't take the joint off. The car isn't working, so she can't run the AC. And that little trip that was 10 minutes from her house that she usually would take ended up being like 2-3 hours of her being hot and half naked on the side of the road. So with that being said, that story resonated with us, as in always be ready. You never know what you may encounter. Not only could she have just gotten into a situation with a car stalled, she could have actually gotten in an accident and they had to wait for the police and all that kind of stuff like that. Just several different things that could have happened that could make your little 10-minute trip a 2-hour trip, and you can be very uncomfortable with what you have on. So ladies, let's take a little bit more pride in what we look like when we go in public. I mean, it doesn't take much effort, again, to rake your hair in a ponytail, or put a headband on or something, or buy a nice little head wrap. Buy a nice little, African inspired head wrap that's stylish, and it does not give you the bonnet look. Again, it's just some things that belong in your home and belong in your bedroom. Your home. I don't say your bedroom, because I definitely be everywhere in my house with my bonnet on. So I'm not saying just your bedroom, but in your home, some things just belong there, and the bonnet is one of those things. We are not about to normalize wearing bonnets, if I have anything to do with it. And the friends in my friend group are like, hell no, we're not wearing no bonnets in public. And those of you who are trying to say, oh, it's taken away from Black women, or it's trying to control Black women, well, control me, because I'm not going to be doing it. Okay, I have self-control as to where I know that I need to be appropriate. I mean, you just never know. You never know if you're going to find your future love of your life. For you single ladies, somebody who you may run into who could potentially be, a future business partner or something. I mean, you just never know. And I'm not saying you always got to be dressed to the nine, because somebody's going to watch this and say, well, I'm not finna wear a 3-piece suit. I ain't asking you to get that 3-piece suit. I'm asking you to take pride in what you put on, okay? For example, we've been in COVID, or in the pandemic, for over a year now. This thing started officially for most of us who go into the office on March 2020, and here we are, June 2021. I have been purposely getting braids in my head this entire time, because I knew that I'm going to be home, and I didn't want to, get my real hair pressed and have it wrapped up all day. I didn't want to get a weave that I usually like to get, because I like my sew-ins, because I knew it would be under a bonnet all day, and I knew if I had to run to the store or something, I wasn't going to feel like getting it done or doing it. So what I've done is I've adjusted to, getting braids as I'm standing out. Now, as things are opening up, I'll go back and re-engage and get my press outs, get my hair dyed, and get my sew-ins back. But I've adjusted because I know, when I do go outside, I could just take that bonnet off and, have my braids out, So it takes just a little bit of effort, a little bit of thought, a little bit of creativity on what you would like to do. To make sure that you always look decent, Again, I don't wear makeup every day. I don't think I've done, actually I did. I did one of these videos with makeup, but I was actually doing my makeup on the video. I love makeup. I love to play in makeup, but it is a production. I probably won't do my face on here unless I'm going somewhere after I do the video, because I just don't want to waste my makeup either. I'm not going to put my makeup on to walk around the house. I mean, I got pretty decent skin. But yes, ladies, I love y'all. I love my sisters. I love my queens. Let's be that. We had people who, fought for us and died for us to be where we are. And the least I can do is look halfway decent getting on the plane next to a person of another color when we were, not even eligible to drink out of the same water fountain, So that's my rant on the bonnets, okay? So take what you want, leave a comment below if you agree or if you disagree, whatever. So next thing, thong bikinis. I told you this is about bonnets and bikinis. Thong bikinis in spaces where children are expected to be. There is a somebody on Facebook made a status. I don't even remember the person's name, but when I shared it, I made sure I shared the person's name, and then Shade Room ended up getting it, and they took the person's name off. Like, give the person the credit, okay? But we know it was theirs because it was the exact same way, same spelling, same capitalizations and everything. Anywho, it was saying basically, I'm paraphrasing because I don't know it right off the top of my head, and I'm also filming this from my phone right now. Basically, let's normalize not wearing thong bathing suits to water parks with kids or where kids will be. 100% agree. Okay? Because I just want to know, who raised you heifers? Again, why do you think it's okay to have your ass cheeks out around these babies? Having your clappers out. What are you trying to do? Attract their dad? Like, if you were going on vacation or even to Miami Beach, because to be honest, me being a Floridian, people take their kids to Miami Beach, but Miami Beach is not a place where you want your kids to be. You know, and honestly, I give you a little pass if you're on the beach, because it doesn't even, any beach at that matter, because it is, the expectation is not so much that it is just for kids. But these water parks are designed for children. They have a kiddie pool. The beach doesn't have a kiddie beach. You know, so we know that these spaces are for families, okay? You know, even when Lizzo, you know, tried to make it about body shaming when she had her ass cheeks out at the damn basketball game, the NBA game. That was not cool either. If I was a parent and I was taking my children to this game, I would not be happy that somebody came with their butt cheeks out and it was against my will. I'm thinking I'm taking my kids to some event, you know, to have fun, you know, and don't say, oh, they're not raising your children. Don't come in spaces where children are expected to be exposing yourself. To be honest, that's kind of perverted. And I don't care what somebody says. Somebody could be mad. That is very much perverted. If you are purposely going to a space where you know children would be and you're exposing your body. Now, some may say, well, then they shouldn't wear two-piece. Two-pieces are expected to be seen. But that's in moderation. You know, make sure you get the right size bra top. You have the right size bottom. You know, I have all kinds of bathing suits for different occasions, and I am a single woman, no children. So if anything, I should be the main one out here, like frolicking, like city girling up the summer. But I'm not. I have self-respect for myself, and I have respect for mothers. I have nieces and nephews. My sisters are mothers, and I also just have class. I was raised right. You know, I'm not gonna go there with that kind of stuff. I mean, you heifers must have never been to church and been approached by the church mother and giving you a pin your little blouse, you know. And I'm just saying, like, it's just a certain self-respect and respect for other people and for children at that. We are in a space where we're over-sexualizing our children right now, and we're putting too much in front of them. The least you can do is, if you go to a children's water park, is to wear something appropriate. Wear an appropriate bathing suit. You know, and again, it's not about, you know, your body type. It's not about if you have a fuller bottom, fuller top. Get the right size, okay? And I don't care if you say, well, my butt too big. It don't. I got a big butt too, okay? And I know that if I'm going to Miami Beach, I might put on the smaller bottom because I want my pongs to hang out. And when I say pongs, my mama called that might be the actual term for it, but that's how I got, you know, into the term, the actual like roundness of the bottom of your butt. She called them pongs. Okay, I'm going to Miami Beach on a vacation with my homegirls. Yeah, I might want my little pongs to be out, you know, because that's where we are. That's what we doing, you know. But if I'm going to a water park with children, I'm not going to wear that bottom. I'm going to wear a fuller bottom and a fuller top. You know, I do enjoy a good two-piece, especially when my weight is where I like it to be. But I have different bathing suits for different occasions. I even have full bathing suits. I have full bathing suits, especially if I'm, you know, bloated from being on my cycle. And I might not want to show my stomach. So I have full bathing suits that are definitely flashy and flamboyant, the way that I like to dress. And I put those on, and I would wear that to a water park as well. Just show moderation, show some class. I can't get on this movement of everything being a feminist movement, or people are trying to police women or police black women. We need to start policing ourselves, because everything isn't appropriate. This is not a free for all that everything can just go. Everything can just fly. There's a time and a place for everything, and a thong at a water park is just not the place. I mean, it's not the place at all. And we can go round and round about that. You can be mad at me, you can cuss me out in the comments. If you disagree with me, dislike my video. But just be just make sure that you consider where you're going. I mean, that's like if you were dating a guy and you went around to his relative's house or to his parents' house, and you were dressed like you were opening up at the Pink. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wouldn't do that, because this is your first impression for your in-laws. And there's not going to be no, we need to just accept her, or they just need to accept me for who I am. No, you're going to try to put your best foot forward. Because if the roles are reversed and you are the in-laws and your child was bringing somebody home and that child came home dressed like a stripper, their person that they brought home to introduce you was dressed like a stripper, your behind will be talking about them. Let's not sit here and act like we just go for everything, because we don't. Because we all know that there are things that are okay and socially acceptable. And I'm not saying that you always have to dim your light for other people, but what I am saying is that there's a certain maturity that comes with growing and knowing better and doing better. And let's just do better. Let's do better. Let's wear the appropriate things in appropriate places with children. Let's wear the appropriate things in the appropriate places, when we're traveling on airplanes, or if we're running to the grocery store. Again, I'm not saying that you got to be Beyonce going to these stores, but we can look decent and look like we got some sense. We can also have some sense at these water parks with these children, and appropriately wear an appropriate bathing suit at the appropriate size. Because I don't want to hear, well, my butt too big. My butt big too, but I know how to get a size larger bottom so it can cover my whole anus. Okay. But again, y'all, thank y'all for listening to my rant today. I know it had been a minute. I missed you guys a lot, but I did need my break. I did need to do some soul searching. And I definitely had to get on here and talk about them bonnets and bikinis, because that's what it is. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for looking at Johnny's Angels page. I'm going to get better at this. I'm going to have a little intro. I'm going to have everything going on. But I definitely want y'all to hear my perspective on these different things. And love you guys. Thank you, angels, for joining and looking at me. Drop some angels in the chat. Have a good one.